Welcome back, Game Week King family, to another F1 Clash video. We're here for the opening round of the cash grab event, and the event has gotten even more uh, towards being a cash grab, guys. Look at this. Look at the sponsorship tasks. So you're going to be getting 5 points per race if you use both drivers. That's the two legendary drivers. If you use both of them, you're going to be getting an extra 5 points per race. So if you have none of the drivers, or if you have one, you'll not be getting that extra 5 points. So the game is basically forcing you to go ahead and buy these crates so you could unlock both drivers. That's unfair, Hutch. That's not nice at all. That's not nice for those who don't want to buy those expensive crates. That's not fair. Luckily for me, I got one of the hill drivers from the pit pass crate, legendary crate. One of these pit pass legendary crates. I got one of those drivers from, but I don't have the second one, and I don't plan to buy any of these expensive crates. I don't plan to buy any of these expensive crates. So I'm not going to be unlocking the second one to get the most that I can out of the event by having both of the drivers unlocked and in each race. Alright, so that's crazy. Anyways, let's jump into our races here and see what we could do in this event. I think the first race up is going to be a cornering setup. We still have this part to upgrade, 139 million. We do have the coins now to do the upgrade, but I still think that's a lot to do a upgrade for a Series 8 part. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. Probably tomorrow I'll upgrade it for the final round. But for now, we're gonna leave that there. Alright, so let's jump on into our first race. Come on, guys, smash this like button uh, for the content, and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Let's jump into our first race and see what we can do here. Here we go for our first race on Japan. There's a major glitch at Japan. You're gonna see the glitch at the beginning of this race. Oh, we're not at the front of the pack, so the glitch might not affect us. But if we were at the front of the pack, then we would have been affected by that glitch. Now we're gonna go for the Prince. So the glitches for this track is at the starting of the race. If you move off at the front, when he hits this corner, the first corner, your car is gonna slow right down like it's coming to a stop, allowing everybody else to kind of squeeze up. Look at that race start with the race start boost. Poor start here from our drivers, and he's just stuck right now. Bortoletto squeezing in, trying to pick up some places, as Hill was just stuck. He was just trailing right there, not picking up any place. Let's see if we can squeeze into some positions here. This is not a good start at all with the race start boost for our drivers. We're struggling with the start here. Alright, let's slow down a bit. And we'll see if we can boost back up now, as the rival is now on his attack charge. Alright, Bortoletto moving up to 15. Here comes Hill now, making up some places as our power unit run out. Let's see if Bortoletto can pick up some more places, or he's going to let Hill get stuck behind him here. Alright, so it looks like Bortoletto is stuck. I want to kind of push Hill in front of Bortoletto, as he has a higher rate of overtaking, so he's likely to pick up a few more positions. We're going to hit this DRS down the hill. To Bortoletto getting stuck there, even with the DRS. Alright, we're nice and close with both drivers. We're just going to come back for the hard tires and do the one-stop strategy here. See the rival on the softs coming to the hards, so he'll have to make another pit stop Hopefully he can come to the hards as well with his second driver, giving us no trouble at all. Alright, so we want to charge a bit here. Boat driver is nice and close. Bortoleto on the softs, putting pressure onto Hill. Now he's going to run out. Bortoleto. Let's push Hill in. Alright, so they're going in, stocking up together. Not a good pit stop here. Didn't really want them to stock like this. But yeah, it is what it is. I was hoping that they would have both created some distance. One would have gotten a pretty good start, make up some place. But that's not the case here today. So look at that, Bortoleto. He's just waiting for Hill to pass. This is why I was trying to put Hill in front of him, because I know he's gonna pass because he has a higher rate of overtaking than Bortoleto there. Alright, so we'll just boost them down the hill. Boost down the hill. Bortoleto didn't gain any position there. Now picking off the rival, gaining that one. Alright, so we're up to P16, P18, looking pretty good so far. We're going to go to finish on these tires. So it's just a matter of us now making up some place and trying to pass those who are going to be going into pit again, like the rival Bortoleto there. Alright, let's push Hill up the inside. There we go, getting off that position, nice. Let's do a little bit of a charge around the corner. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let them go down the hill, and then I'm going to hit the DRS on the main straight. See if we can pick up some positions of those who are going into pit. So we'll hit it now. Alright, so nobody is pitting. Should pick up P14. P17, what's up with Bortoleto getting stuck in the back here? Alright, here goes Hill. He's making up a few places. DRS from the rival Bortoleto, so we're not going to attack him just yet. Can give a little bit of an attack there. Cut down and charge here. We'll cut back to regular. Got past. So final lap. And we're going to hit this DRS. Hit this DRS. We should pick up. Good picking up there from Hill. Good picking up as well from Bortoleto. We should get a rival. He should run out of tires eventually, leaving us with this spot. Squeeze there. DRS saved him on that one, and we lost the place. So the rival is just blocking us up at this moment, this point. And now he's out of tires. Slams into the back. No, that was unfair to our Bortoleto there. Very unfair to Bortoleto there. Though we managed to retake the place, but very unfair to our Bortoleto there. Hill ran out of tires. Bortoleto slammed into the back, allowing the AI car to pass. Though we managed to retake that position, that was unfair. So P10, P11 for our first race. Not the best race. We could have gotten a lot more if we had gotten a better start. Overall, we still scored 29 points, so I'll take that. Alright. Let's take a quick look now at our debriefing window. And then we'll jump into the next race. Alright, so there we go. We got a better drivers because we have Hill with a 20% buff. The rival have a way better car than ours. Alright, so we'll jump into the next race. Here we go for our next race. We're on Miami. And guess what, guys? I forgot to change over the setup. Alright, so we're on the cornering setup on a speed track. I forgot to change over the setup. And this setup has the lowest amount of speed of any of the setups. What I'm going to be looking for, I'm just going to go for a boost that gives me a good amount of speed. We could go, let's go for the Eclipse here. Let's go for the Eclipse. Race start is going to be bad anyways. So, might as well we just go for the Eclipse. maximum amount of speed we could get. Poor start. Yeah, it was gonna be bad anyways. So we'll just allow them to build up some momentum, and we'll just boost them back up. Alright, there goes some position gain now. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be a bad race because we didn't switch over to our speed setup at all. We absolutely forgot to switch over there. Alright, so let's boost up here. See if we can squeeze into some place. We opted to go for speed and overtaking so we could make up some place. So let's see if it pays off. We're gonna cut down there and then we'll boost back up as we approach the corner. See if we can speed up into the corner. No luck. Cut back down there. It's a wet race. Speed up into the corner. Alright, so there we go, picking up a position there. See if we can pass Lance Stroll. Alright, there we go, squeezing past Lance Stroll. We continue to push. We have Hill passing a car that suffers a breakdown. Did that car suffer a breakdown? Yeah, P23 suffering a breakdown there. Alright, so we moved up a few places. We're gonna hit this DRS now. Down the straight. Hit that DRS. See if we can pick up some place there. Hit that DRS. Alright, so we're up to P15 with our hill. P21 with our Bortoletto. Trying to squeeze into P20. Got pulled back. Putting this go to pit order now. So the rival hitting his DRS on the main straight there. We're going to continue to use our DRS on the back straight. There. I can't believe we would have scored pretty well here if we didn't forget to change the setup. Right, let's boost, hit this DRS. Let's boost, hit this DRS. So the rival now using DRS. So the rival got a double portion of DRS there, it seems, because they used their DRS on the main straight. So apparently you could use double DRS here at Miami. If you use your first DRS on the main straight, by the time you reach back around, you should be able to hit DRS again. Apparently. Oh. Alright, we're gonna test that theory out. So we're gonna save this DRS, use it on the main straight, and then see if we can, by the time we go back around to the long straight, if we'll have DRS again. Alright, so we see the rival using his DRS there. Alright, let's see if by the main straight he'll have DRS again. So we'll hit this DRS down the main straight here. The back straight, I should say. Hit this DRS. Close down P20. Alright, we've got him. Moving up with heel to P12. Looking good. We wanted to test the theory, but we used the DRS on the main. Yeah, there goes the rival DRSing again on the straight. So he's gonna have DRS again on the back straight. Yep. So you can use 2 DRS here at Miami. If you use it just perfectly at the main straight for the first one, then you will be having it again on the back straight. Let's see if we can squeeze. There goes the rival again with DRS. Up the inside, there we go, squeezing off the rival there, up P20. So pretty okay race here for forgetting to switch over. Maybe it's because it's a wet race, we still managed to get some points out of it. We're going to be getting 18 points if we can hit this DRS down the straight and pick up a few more positions. What I'm going to do is not use it right at the start. wait, wait, wait. There's a car suffering a breakdown, P8. We should be able to catch up to that car. See if we can squeeze P11 as well. Alright, so we made it up to P10, and we should be able to squeeze back the rival as we hit our DRS a little later. There. Alright, so pretty nice overall race. Looks like about 20 points. We'll take that for missing out on the setup change there. 20 points, yes, fine. Alright, let's take a quick look now at the debriefing window, and then we'll jump on into our next race. And once again, you see we don't get the sponsored task because we're not using both the hill drivers. If you were using one hill driver, you're not going to get it. If you use both hill drivers, then you're going to be getting an extra 5 points in your race. So that's just basically pushing you to buy those crates to unlock the hill drivers. I think it's some crazy marketing strategy there from Hutch. But it is what it is. Let's jump to our next race. Here we go for our next race on Austin. So in the back, P21, P22 as usual. Alright, so it's 6 laps. Hill is, alright, so tires and corner. Let's see if we can get a tire and a race start boost, which is going to be the Frost. Or we could go to Nazar to give tires, cornering, and race start. Hopefully the Nazar pushes Hill soft tires to 2 to 2. 3 to 2 to 3 is what I'm hoping. Alright, let's go. If it doesn't push it to 2 to 3, then that's a bad move from us. But if it does, that's a good move. There we go, it does. So great job there from us. Alright, so now we're going to be on the softs for the entire race. So we got a perfect start from our Hill, and he's on his way, making up some places. And here comes Bortoletto following him in making up those places as well. So good race start here from our drivers. We'll take that. Let's cut down there, cut down here, and let them go, and then we'll boost them back up in the corner and see if we can pick up some more positions from there. Still under the weather, guys, so you might hear me sniffling about, but yeah. Alright, here we go, up to P6 with our Hill, looking pretty nice. Bortoletto right behind, up to P14. Here comes our DRS. We're gonna save this DRS to use it on the back straight. I wonder if it's the same where we could get 2 DRS here at Austin. We'll have to test that out. We'll boost there, hit this DRS, boost here, hit this DRS, and pick up some places. Alright, so we're up to P4 and P11, squeezing into P9 is Bortoletto, trying to hold P9. He managed to hold P10 though, so we'll take that. Alright, we're about to start or go to pit lap. We're going to come back for the softs. Don't want to put in Bortoletto go to pit orders too early because we don't want him to just dive in there, messing up our strategy here, 3-3. So we'll just keep him going there. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. DRS already. We're going to boost down the straight. DRS down the straight. Alright, there we go. Up to P3. Can we get up to P8? Yes, this time we'll comfortable hold P8. Not going to be losing it back as we gain it. Let's charge a bit here, and then we'll cut back up as we have a beautiful pit stop. 298. Great stop there from Hill. We got 313 for Bortoletto, but look at that exit from Bortoletto. He was just basically waiting for one of those AI cars to jump out in front of him. When he was on his way out, he was just bugging out. Alright, we'll hit this DRS now. As Bortoletto picks up a place, hit this DRS. Swing out. Man, I don't like when they just slam into the back of a car and just use up all of the straight while in the back of a car. They should pull out and get the place with the DRS, but it is what it is. Right, looking good. We're at P5, P8. The race start was perfect for us, so we managed to make up a good amount of places, which is pretty nice. Alright, so for the final lap, I'm gonna test this DRS theory. If we boost it on the main straight, if it will be ready by the time we hit that back straight, like it was in our previous race at Miami, or if that's just a Miami track feature. Alright, see arrivals going to pit now. I guess those on the hard tires did 5 laps. We'll hit DRS there on the straight. DRS, or they did 2 laps because they didn't have the extra tire management. We'll take a look at the debriefing. So yeah, definitely not going to be available again here at Austin. Maybe that's just a thing with Miami, and it's glitchy. Come on, Hutch. It's full time. We can have a smooth race without having these glitches in the game. It's been about 5-6 years, so you can't say you're a new company and you don't have the servers, the money to buy the servers. I wonder how much investment has Hutch put into servers over the past few years. I guess they have put a lot of investment into servers because there's a lot of changes have been made to the game from the earlier years. So probably they have put in a bit of investment in servers, but I think they need to put a bit more, as it's full time. We don't have these glitches. Some of these bugs and glitches that are in the game is full time. They're over with. You know, it's been a long while, Hutch. Come on, get your act together. All right, let's take a look at the debriefing here now. There we go. That was our strategy. Some of them did the hard tires, coming back to softs in the end there. All right, that was the match. I was thinking about this match. The majority of the matches that we're going to be getting are going to be regular drivers and not the 20% drivers, as these are legendary drivers. Here we go for our final race of the video, and it's the Hungarian ring. Oh, hopefully this is cornering because I didn't really switch the setup again. Oh man. Again, I didn't even, we got a rival here with Hill. Ah yes, cornering and restart, that's good. And it's 9 laps, nice. Alright, there we go. Alright, cornering and restart boost. We're gonna go for the couple with restart and cornering with some overtaking there. Alright, you could go for the herd as well. That's a pretty nice boost here, but we'll stick with a couple for now. And let's go. Ooh, what I should have done is gone for the medium tires with Bortoletto, so we don't have to stock. Alright, we got a good and average start. Come on, go outside. Right, Bortoletto's charging out the outside there. Hill got stuck in some sense, so Bortoletto picking up some places while Hill was stuck there. As we see Bortoletto now trying to squeeze, we see the rival Hill trying to pull back Bortoletto there, but he wasn't having it. He pushed through. And we're gonna cut down here, let them just cruise around these portions of the track for now, and then we'll just push it back up right about here, so we can try to squeeze some more positions off of these AIs. Can we squeeze P12? Almost up the inside now. There we go. Beautiful overtake there from Bortoletto. Now, alright, so we have DRS. We're going to use the DRS on the main straight mainly. So we're going to go around and then hit that DRS for the main straight. Alright, we have a nice little gap in between drivers. I was hoping that Hill would have been in front of Bortoletto because he has the higher overtaking rate. Hit this DRS. So he's going to close the gap to Bortoletto real fast compared to how Bortoletto would have closed the gap to Hill. So let's go to pit now. We're going to stock. That's why hoping that Bortoleto would have been in behind Hill, because Hill is going to close that gap really fast because of his overtaking rate, especially with the extra overtaking boost. Right, so definitely go for the medium tires with one driver's and the softs with the other. Alright, so we got a good stop and we're back out. Alright, so we're gonna make use of this DRS on this little straight here. We're not gonna bring it all the way around to the pit straight, so we've picked up a few positions there. Let's see how much more places we can pick up. Let's see if we can squeeze Bortoleto in front of Lawson here. We can. And move him up. We're gonna fire uphill to go catch up. Alright, looking good, looking good. We have a nice little gap between drivers, though we would want our drivers switched around. Alright, we're gonna use this DRS on the main straight in this one. Let's see if we can squeeze past Carlos Sainz. He's too far away. We're gonna hit this DRS now. DRS. Trying to pick up P12. P11 there was Bortoleto. Good overtaking from Hill. Managed to make his way up to P13. Bortoleto is basically stuck behind Carlos Sainz here. And we're gonna be going back to pit. Let's see if we can attack Carlos Sainz with the little power unit we have. Alright, let's cut down. And then we'll boost on into pit. So we definitely would have done a lot better if we had gone for the mediums on Bortoleto. Though Hill got a great start, Bortoleto got a great start, and Hill's start was kind of poor. So maybe it worked out in the end anyways. Alright, so we could possibly pick up a few more places. Some of these guys are going to be going into pit, and we should be able to pick up their places. We're going to hit the DRS with Bortoleto and hit the DRS with Hill. Let's see if Hill can clean up the straight here and make his way up to P13. And so in front of the rival at least. Alright, we have, see anybody going to stop? Alright, so two of them will be stopping here. And we want to take full advantage of that. Where is this DRS? It should have been reactivated by now. We're back on the main straight. Alright, so it seems like the DRS takes a longer time to activate here at Hungary. So take that into consideration. We're going to try and use DRS on these three up here. On this little back straight here. So we'll hit this DRS now. See if we can squeeze on them. Ah, we glitched. We glitched. Should have picked up a few more places, but we glitched in the DRS there. You saw him glitch right as I selected it. We saw the glitch, and we managed to squeeze P10 to the line. So overall, a pretty awesome race there from our drivers. Bortoleto did pretty well. Hill struggled in that one, but he managed to come back for P10. Great drive from Bortoleto there to hold off P6. Alright, so overall a pretty awesome race there. Alright, so we'll take it. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your event. Remember to smash the like button, guys. Come on, guys, you're not smashing the like button. Get some likes on these videos. Really appreciate you guys for all your support. And once again, come on, Hutch. Be better, man. Be better. We are willing to buy stuff in the game. Just make it affordable, Hutch. Make it affordable. That's all. Because if you had dropped the legendary offers there, that was gonna be like 5,000 bucks. I would have been spending that 5,000 bucks getting a 10x grade, and it's a one-time offer, anyways. You know what I mean? It's a one-time offer, anyways, Hutch. So it's not like the olden days where we could buy unlimited 10x crates. It's a one-time offer. Alright, so come on, do better, Hutch. Next event, hopefully we see some better offers in the shop that we could take part in. If this was 5,000, I would definitely. If it was even 6,200, what I see you selling other crates, event crates, 10x crates for, why would we want to spend so much to get these legendary drivers only for this event? Then we're not going to be using them anymore because we're going to be using the regular drivers. Come on, Hutch. Don't do us like that. All right. So that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys do in your races. Our last 4 races will be in tomorrow's final video. So I'll catch you guys then. Peace.